Hi, I'm Stuart Spray of Aerial Photo Co Limited, and in this presentation I'll be explaining how APCO IMAGIS can provide an intuitive and easy to use interface between images and your geographic information system. At this point I think it's worth reviewing just where APCO IMAGIS might sit in the workflow between the GIS at one end and the aerial platform at the other. Now, the aerial platform is the source of the aerial imagery and other data, so it's worth clarifying just what I mean by aerial platform. Okay, looking at APCO IMAGIS in a bit more detail, we can see that between the GIS at one end and the aerial platform at the other, which is providing both images and georeferencing data, GPS, altitude and compass bearing, so on. The first stage involves the combination of the two sets of data and pre-processing it for presentation to the next stage, which involves the user viewing and selecting images or rejecting them based on their quality and relevance, compiling a list which is then presented to the next layer, which from that list computes point layer coordinates for each image, and finally a stage where layer files are exported in a format compatible with the GIS. I think the best and clearest way of demonstrating what APCO IMAGIS does is to look at an end result. So here we are, we're looking now at a piece of coastline in QGIS. QGIS is an open source GIS, and if I zoom in on the area of interest here, then I can show you the results of importing two layer files. The first one is simply a bounding box which contains the images, and the second one which contains the images themselves. As you can see, there are 5 images here. Some of them are overlapping, and we can in fact drill through these images and obtain some further information. And it just so happens that we have the original files located on a web server, so we can reveal them here. This is image 3575. Click on 3571 over here, and that's what we see, 3571. And if we click on another area where there are 3 images overlapping, what we'll see are actually 3 images, and if we click through them we'll see that they're very similar. And this of course is one of the purposes of APCO IMAGIS, is to select appropriate images for subsequent incorporation into the GIS. So without further ado, let's move on and have a look in detail of how we got to this point.